We are nearing the end of this challenge. It's time for day 8. Only this day and a couple more days after, and then we can get a final count of how much wool I was able to collect. Feels like I've been doing this challenge for quite a while now. Granted, I only record one day at a time, only once every few days. It still just feels like 10 days should go by faster. I think I'm pretty confident now that this was not the most efficient way to go about this challenge by a long shot. At this point, my initial plan is kind of just falling apart and I'm just winging it. Then again, I was kind of winging it from the beginning. I didn't go in with a fleshed out plan, but even the idea of a plan I did have just fell apart because I realized pretty quickly how inefficient it would be. I don't regret abandoning my initial plan because I know that I'm going to end up with a way better result having abandoned it than I would have if I stuck with it. But it's not like I expected to go in with the most perfect and efficient plan possible from the very start. That's what makes this challenge interesting to me, is that I'm learning what works and what doesn't. And then if I tried it again, I could build off of that and potentially get a better result by using a different approach that I would come up with using knowledge I've gained from previous ones. Just like with this plan I started out with, I'm envisioning what it could look like if I tried to do automated sheep farming instead, and what that might look like, how it might work. That's how this attempt started as well. Theorizing my way through different approaches, thinking about what might or might not work, and then the only way to really know is to try it. Then you gain more knowledge to build off of. I suppose this is a lot of what you would not really see on YouTube most often, is these first attempts at something, or I don't want to say failed attempts, but the attempts with the less exciting results. Not that I know the results of this challenge yet, but I know it can be better just based on how it's going right now. Just like with this challenge and being pretty new to it and unfamiliar with the potential strategies, I'm still fairly new to YouTube posting videos here, so I'm just kind of testing the waters, I guess you could say, trying to see what will work and what won't. Just trying to gain as much knowledge as I can so I can build off of it. And in the same way that'll help me have more successful attempts at challenges like these, it will also help me make better videos, more entertaining videos that I'm more proud of and that have more interesting concepts and executions. It's interesting, doing a challenge like this is kind of giving me some better perspective on some of those other challenge type videos like this that I've seen. It really makes you realize how much work goes into something like that. And the types I'm referring to that are pretty popular, that's probably after, the attempt that's shown is probably almost certainly not the first. Probably tens or maybe even hundreds of attempts that go into these kind of challenges. And I think a lot of people take that for granted, just as from the viewer's perspective. It's easy to underestimate the amount of work that goes into something like that when all you see is the end product. But that's the type of end product that takes many attempts to achieve. I'm kind of finding that I have this thought in the back of my mind, questioning what I'm even doing here and whether it's worth it to continue through the end of this challenge. Yes, I will finish the challenge, but I could consider just starting over at this point with the knowledge I've already gained and then try for a better attempt. But the thing about doing it that way is that I'll never know the end result if I do that. And then I'll have no final number to compare it to on any further attempts I might make. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Well, it's always those baby zombies, I suppose, isn't it? I'm gonna try and make it back to my stuff before day breaks here. I don't think I'm gonna make it though. I'd have to wait for day 9 to get to my stuff. There it is, day 9. Well, next time I'll go find my stuff and get right back to it, I suppose. Only 2 days left. Not sure how much wool I'm up to at this point, but I'm pretty sure I got somewhere around maybe 9 more stacks, something like that. We'll see next time.